Boston Celtics coach Brad Stevens reaffirmed Wednesday that much of the rumors that emerge this time of year are rarely based in truth and laughed off the noise that currently surrounds his team. Asked before Wednesday's visit from the Charlotte Hornets how he deals with persistent rumors, Stevens suggested he hears much of it but said that his NBA experience has taught him that rarely are the whispers true. "The NBA is what it is because of the scuttlebutt and the excitement around it," said Stevens. "Obviously the game's great, there's a lot of good things about it, but it captivates everybody's attention for 12 months out of the year. I said it the other day, the unfortunate part of being in the middle of it is you realize that most of it's not true." After stopping to chuckle at his own assertion, Stevens continued, "But it's still fun to listen to. Ultimately, I don't pay a lot of attention to it and I know the guys don't pay a lot of attention to it. And, if they do, that wanes the older they get in this because it's just non-stop. If you do, you just get too caught up in all those things. We talk about things when things need to be talked about, but other than that, just move forward and try to focus on what we can do." Trade talks heat up. The Celtics find themselves in the headlines after Anthony Davis's trade request in New Orleans, which has spawned all sorts of speculation about Celtics star Kyrie Irving and whether he's committed to the team long-term. Irving has sat out the last 2 games due to a left hip strain and has not addressed reporters since the Warriors game on Saturday night. Celtics coach Brad Stevens said Irving could return as early as Friday's game in New York, which might be the first chance reporters get to inquire about reports that have suggested he might desire to play again with LeBron James or that he might remain undecided on his future after this season. Click here to download the new My Teams app by NBC Sports. Receive comprehensive coverage of your teams and stream the Celtics easily on your device. Final score, Celtics 112, Nets 104. In brief, no Kyrie, again, no problem, again, as the Celtics blew out the Hornets in the second half to run away with a second straight win, and 7th W in 8 games. Holding a 4-point halftime lead, Boston outscored Charlotte 35-16 in the third quarter to blast the doors open, buoyed by an impressive showing off the bench from Jaylen Brown, team-high 24 points. Box score, Celtics record 32-19, third in Atlantic Division. Throw it down, Jalen Sue at NBA All-Star, at FCHWPO in the dunk contest, opening parenthesis at AIM. News. NBC Sports Boston, Sunday, vs. Oklahoma City, 2 p.m. ABC, Tuesday, vs. Cleveland, 7 p.m. NBC Sports Boston. Click here to download the new My Teams app by NBC Sports. Receive comprehensive coverage of your teams and stream the Celtics easily on your device. The Pelicans haven't yet parted ways with Anthony Davis, but they sure are acting as though they have. Before Wednesday night's game versus the Nuggets, the Pelicans played a new intro video at the Smoothie King Center. This one featured the entire team, minus Davis. Here is the New Orleans Pelicans' revised introduction video shown before tonight's game, with not one sighting of Anthony Davis to be found. pic.twitter.com/ZV9Ibuboo. Rob Perez, at WorldWideWob, January 31, 2019. Mannix sees have 90% chance of acquiring Davis after deadline. Davis asked for a trade from the Pelicans on Monday and was promptly fined $50,000 for making a public trade request. New Orleans removing Davis from its intro video is an indication the team is moving on from the 6'10" star sooner rather than later. That doesn't bode well for the Celtics. The C's can't trade for Davis until the summer due to the Derrick Rose rule. Click here to download the new My Teams app by NBC Sports. Receive comprehensive coverage of your teams and stream the Celtics easily on your device.